Hello, my name is Julia Parker, and today I have two students with me to learn quarter notes, whole notes, and half notes. I was supposed to have three, but unfortunately, Bradley, one of my other learners, had some personal events come up last minute. So right now we have Evie and we have Kelly here today. So Evie, say hi.
Hi.
Kelly, say hi.
Hello.
And today we're going to learn the difference between quarter notes, whole notes, and half notes, and the duration of those notes and what beats are. Anyways, to get started, I have some pictures of just quarter notes, whole notes. I mean, this is a half note, sorry. And a whole note. And by the end of this, Evie and Kelly should be able to not only be able to say exactly what each note is without knowing the actual name of it, and they should be able to know how many beats go into each note. Let's get started. All right, Evie, Kelly, first we're going to learn how to clap the beat. So think of each divisible of notes. Think of 4 beats, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm going to clap 4 beats, and then after you guys are going to clap it at the same rhythm. Do you guys know what rhythm is?
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't go into it. Kelly, do you know what rhythm is? Kind of? Okay, do you want to go into it?
Yes.
Okay, so rhythm is just the beat of something. So you know a song, when you're clapping to a song, that would be the rhythm or the beat.
Okay.
Okay? Anyways, let's begin. So I'm going to clap 4 beats, and then you guys are going to go at the same exact tempo. So I'm going to count us off as they do when you guys are in band. I know you both are in band class. And you guys are going to join in after me, and we should be continuing at the same beat, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me go, then you guys go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Your guys' turn. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, that's the beat. So guys, remember 4 beats. That's what we're thinking of, is the divisibles of 4. So let's start with our first note today, which is going to be a quarter note. And this note, think of it like money. So how many quarters go into $1?
4.
So how many beats do you think this note gets?
4. 1.
Yeah, exactly, because 4, remember we get 4 beats in our whole subdivision. 4 beats, just like a regular measure, 4, 4. How many beats goes into, how many quarter notes can go into a measure usually?
4.
Good. So how many beats is each quarter note?
1.
Good job. That's perfect. All right, you guys are figuring it out. So if we were to clap quarter notes to the same beat that we were doing, how would we clap it? I'm going to go first, and then you guys are going to follow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? The ands are just a count in between the notes. So remember that a quarter note has a filled in circle. That's what makes it different from these other 2 notes, because they have a circle that's not filled in. I'm going to show the camera just so they can see. It can have a line, and it can also not have a line. All right. So I'm going to say it again. I'm going to count and clap, and then you guys are going to do it, and then you guys are going to do it without me fully by yourselves, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you guys are going to do it. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And what note was that?
Quarter.
Nice job. All right. So since Evie is really bad at working as a group because of the color of them, which was gold, we're going to actually have them lead because they're very good at leading, and kind of take this class now from me, and we're going to have Evie actually teach us kind of what half notes are. So how we're going to do this is, first I'm going to let you figure out how many beats go into a half note, since you found out how many go into a quarter. If you had to guess, Evie, how many beats do you think goes into a half note?
2.
Good job. That's awesome. All right. If you had to teach this to Kelly here, how would you go about teaching that? Just teach. Okay.
I don't want to do that.
All right. It's okay if you don't. We can do something else if you don't want to do that on camera. That's okay. All right. I'll go about teaching this then. All right. So a half note, as Evie was brave enough to tell us, it gets 2 beats to it, unlike a quarter note. So how many quarter notes could go into a half note?
2.
Good job, Kelly. All right, so if we had to clap this, do you think you guys could clap this without me right now? Okay, so remember, you clapped on every single number with a quarter note. So when do you think you'll clap for a half note? It's going to be on, no, it's okay. It's going to be on 1 and 3, okay? Because it gets, how many beats?
2.
Good. Do you guys get why that's the way it is? Any questions before we go into it? All right, I'm going to count you guys off, and you guys are going to just try to clap it now without me doing it first, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job. That's awesome. All right. So the half note is different from the quarter note in what way? Kelly? Just by the look.
Oh,
How
it's
does
not
it look
colored
different?
in.
Yeah, I know I talked about that a little at the beginning, but can you see the difference?
Yes.
Evie? And just for the rest of the class, that's the difference, is that a quarter note is just going to be a filled in half note. A half note is a non-filled in quarter note. All right, we're going to go to our last note now, which is a whole note. Now, since Evie was nice enough to tell us how many beats were in a half note, I'm going to have Kelly answer this one. Kelly, if you had to guess, we have 1 beat in a quarter note, 2 beats in a whole. In a half. How many do you think go into a whole?
4.
Good job. That's awesome. All right, so I'm going to continue teaching this because none of you want to teach on camera, and that's totally okay. All right, so when we are clapping this, when do you think you guys would clap? Let's go with Evie.
If
It's 4.
right?
Yep, so one would be the only beat you're clapping on. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
4.
Mm?
1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And do you know why that is? Because that's the beginning of the note, would be on 1. And then you're waiting for 4 beats. So 1, and then 2, 3, and 4 are going to be in that same beat.
Okay.
Got it? Well, no, I'm getting my names mixed up. Anyways, the difference between this note and a half note and a quarter note is that this one does not have a stem, and it is not filled in. So if you look at a half note versus a whole note has no stem, but it looks a lot like a half note. A quarter note and a whole note look a lot different because not only does a quarter note have a stem, but it's also filled in. All right, let's clap this out loud now. Do you guys think you can clap it without me?
Yeah, you can try it.
All right, ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah, that's easy enough. All right. Now I'm just going to ask a couple questions. Do you guys think you get the hang of what a quarter, half note, and a whole note is and what they are versus each other? Okay, so now I'm going to take away these. I'm going to get out these flashcards, and you guys are going to tell me what each note is. All right, you ready? First and foremost, this is what the notes look like. I'm going to point to random notes on this page, and I'm going to have them answer accordingly to what note it is. Evie, you're going to go up first. I'm going to point at a random note, and you're just going to tell me the name of it, okay? So, this note without a stem.
Whole.
Good. All right, Kelly, you ready? This note filled in with a stem.
Quarter.
All right. Evie?
Half.
All right. Kelly?
Quarter. Oh, no, half.
Good job.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. All right, you guys have the names down. Now, without each other, we had the group clapping, and that was went really, really well. But now I'm going to just have you two clap individually. So I'm going to show you the note, I'm going to count you off, and you're going to clap it, okay? So if it's a quarter note, remember clapping on 1, 2, 3, and 4. If it's a half note, clapping on 1 and 3. And if it's a whole note, just clapping on 1. So I'm going to show it to you. You're going to say the note out loud, and then I'm going to count you off, okay? All right, let's start with Kelly because Evie went first last time. All right, Kelly, what note is this?
Half note.
Do you think you can clap it?
Yes.
All right, I'll count you off. You ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job, Kelly. Evie?
Quarter.
Good job. Are you ready to clap?
Yep.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great job. All right, Kelly?
Whole note.
All right, are you ready to clap?
Yep.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job. All right, we went through all the notes. Now at the end of The class, just to evaluate to make sure that they actually retained what I taught them, I'm going to give them a quick quiz. And all the quiz is going to be is just a piece of paper with 3 different notes for the both of them, and all they need to do is label it accordingly to which note it is and how many beats it has in it. So they can either write 1, 2, 4, or quarter, half, and whole. And on these sheets of paper, they're going to label them and write them each. Are you guys ready for that? All right.
Yep.
All right, just to show what they are doing right now, this is the paper that they'll be labeling. This is a whole note. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that. This is what it looks like, and they'll be labeling it and saying how many beats is in it. All right. There's that. There's that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to evaluate at the end of this quiz if they actually learned what I was teaching or not, and then reevaluate from there if I need to reteach the lesson. Thanks so much.